Yeah. Well, one like side recommendation I have is like, don't worry about like squirreling money away for retirement in like 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
Good.
You are personally.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What
always
some
interesting
AI
to see.
assistants say. So I guess
We're
it's
going back
yeah.
to the theme of this talk. How can AI and exponential tech save America and the world?
But don't you think that,
But I want to hit this because we talk
I was
about,
like quite pessimistic about it, and ultimately I decided to be fatalistic, and
Okay.
and look on the bright side.
I've got this image,
you're
image of you with
Always
the
look on the bright
sunset.
side of life.
You're singing down the yellow brick road.
We're being crucified. What bright side?
But this is not about taxation and redistribution.
yeah.
No, it's
So how does it work?
There's-
Reason through it with me.
listen. By the way, I'm open to ideas here.
Okay.
So it's not like I got this all figured out.
All right. So so I'm wondering if instead of universal high income, if it's universal high stuff
Yeah.
and services.
Yes.
UHSS. We got to.
Like, I guess. Okay, this is my guess for how things
Roll out.
play out. And by the way, this is going to be a bumpy ride, and it's not like I know the answers here. But I have decided to look on the bright side, and I'd like to thank you guys for being an inspiration in this regard.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Happy to help.
Yeah, because I actually think it is better to be an optimist and wrong than a pessimist and right.
Yes, for sure.
For quality of life.
Yeah. And by the way,
It's also not a force of nature. It's under, like, to me, it's really clear that we don't have any system right now to make this go well. But AI is a critical part of making it go well. And at some point, Grok is going to be addressing this exact topic that we're talking about. Or it has to be one of the big four AI machines.
I mean, it's coming.
That is dealing with it.
There's
Otherwise,
no
how's it gonna
velocity
happen?
knob, right? There's no on-off switch. It is coming and accelerating.
I call AI and robotics the supersonic tsunami,
Yes.
which maybe is a little alarming.
You think?
It's good. It's good. Well, because the,
Like, I just
the
like
world
the
needs a wake-up
alliteration,
call.
right?
This is important for folks to grok because I don't want to leave people depressed. I want people to understand what's coming. So we're basically demonetizing everything. I mean, labor becomes the cost of capex and electricity. AI is basically intelligence available at a de minimis price. So you're able to produce almost anything. Things get down to basic costs of materials and electricity, right? So people can have whatever stuff they want, whatever services they need.
Yes.
It's not, when we say universal high income, it sounds like it's a tax and redistribute, but that's not the case.
It's. I think my best guess for how this will manifest is that prices will drop.
Yeah.
So as the efficiency of production or the provision of services drops, prices will drop. I mean, prices in dollar terms are the ratio between the output of goods and services and the money supply.
Sure.
So if your output of goods and services increases faster than the money supply, you will have deflation, or vice versa. So
It's a good thing we're growing the money supply so quickly then.
right, exactly.
luck.
Yes, that's why I came to let's not worry about growing the money supply. It won't matter because the output of goods and services actually will grow faster than the money supply, and I think we'll be in this. And this is a prediction I think some others have made, but I will add to it, which is that I think governments will actually be pushing to increase money supply, like
Faster?
yes, they won't be able to waste the money fast enough, which is saying something for
But
government.
isn't it crazy how close those timelines just randomly worked out? I mean, at the rate, because we're expanding the national debt, not because we're anticipating AI. We were
No.
going to do that no matter what.
Yes.
And so it's like right on the edge of becoming Argentina.
But yeah, it's
But
just
right at
as
the time that
the
AI is-
productivity, the productivity is going to improve dramatically, and it is improving dramatically. I think we'll see. I think we may see high double digit output of goods and services. We have to be a
Yeah,
little careful
true.
about how
Yeah.
economists measure things.
Yes.
Yeah, GDP sucks
totally,
as a measure.
totally
And
agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like my favorite joke. I have a few economist jokes that I like, but maybe my favorite one, economist joke, is two economists are going for a walk in the forest, and they come across a pile of shit. And one economist says, "I'll pay you $100 to eat a pile of shit."
I've heard this one. This is great.
Yeah,
go
you
ahead,
heard this
go,
one.
go, go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
so the guy takes $100 and eats the shit. Then they keep walking. They come across another pile of shit, and the other guy says, "Okay, I'll give you $100 to eat a pile of shit." So he gives him $100, and then the guys can say, "Wait a second, we both have the same amount of money." and we both ate a pile of shit.
Oh my God! It sounds
It's like, but we increased the economy by $200. This is the kind of bullshit you get in economics.
Yeah.
But if you say like just the output of goods and services, will be much greater. Like you just need to.
So profitability of companies go through the roof at some point. But so the question becomes:
it
is that
depends on how
taxed by the
competitive they
government?
are.
Is that then taxed by the government and redistributed as some level of income as a UHI or UBI? In other words, one of the questions is if in fact this future we hit massive productivity and massive profitability because we're dividing by zero. The cost of labor has gone to nothing. The cost of intelligence has gone to nothing. And we're still producing products and services faster and faster. So there's more profitability. Someone needs to be buying it. And someone needs to be able to have the capital to buy it. I mean, this is an important question to get thought through.
Yeah. Well, one like side recommendation I have is like, don't worry about like squirreling money away for retirement in like 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
No.
Okay.
Either we're not going to be here, or
It just like it's you won't need to save for retirement. If any of the things that we've said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant.
the services will be there to support you. You'll have the home, you'll have the healthcare, you'll have the entertainment.
The way this unfolds is fundamentally impossible to predict because of self-improvement of the AI and the accelerating timeline.
Yeah, it's called
Any
singularity for a
solution-
reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what happens after the event horizon. You know?
Exactly. You can never see past the black hole or the event horizon, the light cone.
I mean, Ray has the singularity out way too far. I mean, this is like the next, what's your timeline for this?
We're in the singularity.
Well, we are in the singularity for sure.
Yeah.
We're in the
Yeah.
midst of it right now for sure.
Yeah.
And it would just
Well,
feels
we're in
flat.
this beautiful sweet spot, which is, the
We're on the roller coasters. We're just
yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. It's just like that feeling.
you're at the top of the roller coaster and you're about to go.
Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of G's when you
Yeah, a lot of
when you
Gs.
hit it.
Yeah.
It's like feel like I don't have to just have courtside seats. I'm on the court.
Exactly.
And it still blows my mind. Sometimes multiple times a week.
Yeah.
So just when I think I'm like, wow, and then it's like 2 days later, more wow.
Yeah. Exponential wow.
Yeah, I think we'll hit AGI next year in 26.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
you say that.
Yeah, I've said that for a while actually.
And then, and then you said by 2029, 2030, equivalent to the entire human race.
2030, we exceed. Like I'm confident by 2030, AI will exceed the intelligence of all humans combined.
And that's way pessimistic. If you hit AGI next year, and that's that date is in flux, but from that date to self-improvements that are on the order of 1,000, 10,000x, just algorithmic improvements, is very short. And so
why isn't
2030
everybody why isn't
say-
everybody talking about this right now?
Well, I mean, on
On X,
on
we
X
are.
they are.
Yes, but why isn't
Talk about
isn't-
every day basically.
Yeah, but it's
Don't
like
stop.
Yeah, no,
The-
it's not.
Okay, so I'll tell you something else I'll tell you something that most people in the AI community don't yet understand,
okay.
which is almost no one understands this. The intelligence density potential is vastly greater than what we're currently experiencing. So I think we're off by 2 orders of magnitude in terms of the intelligence density per gigabyte.
of what's achievable
Yes.
per gigawatt of energy.
Let's characterize it by file size.
Okay.
If the file size of the AI, if you have intelligence per
Oh,
gigabyte,
okay. Yes, sir.
Um,
On your
you can characterize
premise,
it
on your
in
laptop.
power too, but
Yeah.
Or
it
parameter
runs the same
count,
thing.
Yeah.
whatever.
So
So
intelligence-
two orders of magnitude.
Yes.
Yeah. And you, like you said, you ringside, courtside seat, you would know.
I'd say it's yes,
Yeah.
towards magnitude improvement in that's just algorithmic improvement. Same computer, and the computers are getting better.
Yeah.
So
And bigger. See, they're getting better and the budgets are getting bigger.
so that's
simultaneously.
why
You got
I think it is on. It is like a 10x improvement per year type of thing, 1,000%,
yeah.
and that's going to happen for the foreseeable future.
So you see the massive underreaction. Like if you walk downtown Austin, the massive, it may be under discussion in X, but it's not percolating
Well,
out.
it's not discussion in any realm of government. Everybody is
Yeah.
like defending their position about where we are and jobs and this, but it's like we're heading towards the supersonic tsunami, and every major CEO and economist and government leader should be like, well, what do we do? Because once it hits.
Well, it's coming at the exact same time. There, no matter what, there's no concept of let's deliberately slow down, right?
No, it's impossible.
It's impossible at this stage.
I mean, I previously advised that we slow it down, but that's pointless. Like you can't. I was like,
China's
I don't
not
know.
gonna
I
slow
think we might
down.
be going a bit too fast, guys. I've said that many years, and I was like, okay. Then I finally came to the conclusion: I can either be a spectator or a participant, but I can't stop it.
Yeah.
So at least if I'm a participant, I can try to steer it in a good direction. Like my number one belief for safety of AI is to be maximally truth-seeking. So that don't make AI believe things that are false. Like if you say to the AI that axiom A and axiom B are both true, but they cannot be, but they're not.
Yeah.
And it has to, but it must behave that way. You will make it go insane. So what I'm saying is, don't force AI to lie. This is
Give it factual, truthful.
major problem. Yes.
Ilya recently did a podcast. He was talking about one of the potential things to program into AI is a respect for sentient life of all types.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
So I'd say another property.
yes.
There are three things that I think are important: truth, curiosity, and beauty.
Mhm.
And if AI cares about those three things, it will care about us.
On which part?
Truth will prevent AI from going insane.
Hmm.
Curiosity, I think, will foster any form of sentience, meaning like we're more interesting than a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
So if it's curious, then I think it will foster humanity. And if it has a sense of beauty, it will be a great future.
I think
And
that's
then
a great foundation.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hinton made a comment recently. I don't know if you saw it, that his hopeful future was that we would program maternal instincts into our AIs to see us as
Maternal?
Yeah. In other words,
Oh, you haven't heard this? Yeah.
so he said
It's a little scary.
He said there's
I don't know.
there's a scenario where a very intelligent being succumbs to the needs of a less intelligent being, and that's the mother taking care of the child. Do you think that we might have a singularitarian, like an ASI that achieves dominance and suppresses others? And do you imagine that ASI could be a means to stabilize the world and humanity?
Darwin's observations about evolution
Yes.
will apply to AI, just
Okay.
as they apply to biological life.
They will compete with each other.
Yes.
There's a lot of great science fiction books where the first ASI basically suppresses the others. then the question is, what do you program into it? You know, so don't go to medical school.
Yes,
Yeah.
pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you, but I would say that applies to any form of education. Is there's a shortage of doctors and great surgeons. You're a doctor yourself.
Yes.
You know how that it takes a long time for a human to
It's
become
ridiculously expensive and long.
ridiculous, a super long time to learn to be a good doctor. And even then, the knowledge is constantly evolving. It's
Yes.
hard to keep up with everything. Doctors have limited time. They make mistakes. And you've said, like, how many great surgeons are there? Not that many great surgeons.
When do you think Optimus will be a better surgeon than the best surgeons? How long for that?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Yeah. And by the way,
I'd
that's
say 3 years. 3 years at scale.
Yes. All
Meaning
of a sudden,
there'll probably be more Optimus robots that are great surgeons than there are
sure.
all surgeons on Earth.
And the cost of that is the capex and electricity, and it works in Zimbabwe. The best surgeon is in the villages throughout Africa or any place on the planet.
Yeah, where do you think it'll roll out first? Not the U.S., obviously.
Here at the Gigafactory.
Oh, you just do
Yeah.
surgery in the.
But that's an important statement in 3 years' time,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
medicine. I mean,
I'm not like absolutely certain, but I'd say if you say like 4 years, I'd be absolutely
If it's 4 or 5 years, who cares? It's
Yeah.
still an incredible statement to make. I mean, good for humanity, right? All of a sudden, you demonetize.
Okay, here's the thing to understand about like humanoid robots in terms of the rate of improvement, which is that the you have 3 exponentials multiplied by each other. You have an exponential increase in the AI software capability,
Yep.
exponential increase in the AI chip capability, and an exponential increase in the electromechanical dexterity. The usefulness of the humanoid robot is it's those 3 things multiplied by each other.
Right.
Then you have the recursive effect of Optimus building Optimus.
Right. And then you have the
that-
shared.
So you have a recursive, multiplicable, triple exponential.
And you have
Yeah.
the shared knowledge of all the experiences.
Is that
That's
literally
fast.
Optimus building Optimus, or is it because
Well, not right now, but will be.
the physical humanoid form factor building the humanoid form, as
Yeah,
opposed
it's a von
to
Neumann machine.
Yeah. I love that.
But the von Neumann machine is usually something kind of like this shape, making something else this
No, it's
shape.
just in principle, it's simply a self-replicating thing.
Yeah.
Elon, do you know
but-
what the number one question you ask a surgeon when you're interviewing them?
Is this a surgeon joke?
No. It's how many times do you do that?
There's got to be some funny surgeon
I wish.
jokes.
I wish.
Not coming.
No, it's serious. It's how many times did you do the surgery this morning?
Sorry?
How many times did you do the surgery this morning or yesterday? It's the number of experiences, right? And so with a
Right.
shared memory, every Optimus surgeon will have seen every possible
Yeah.
perturbation of every
Like
case.
it won't be possible for
In
humans to
infrared,
compete.
in ultraviolet, not too much caffeine that morning. They didn't have a fight with their husband or wife. Yeah.
Extreme precision.
Yes.
3 years.
Yes, better than any. Probably, I'd say if you like put a little margin on it, better than any human in
niece
4 years.
who's in plastic surgery.
By 5 years,
residency
it's
is
not
gonna
even
hate this.
close.
So what about the simple, there's a million of these things to figure out, but who's going to have access to the first Optimus that does far, far better microsurgery than any surgeon on Earth, but you've only manufactured the first 10,000 of them? How do you dole it
I
out?
don't think people understand how many robots there's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, there's
When
got
I
to be a
interviewed
window
you
of
in
time where
Saudi,
there are
you said
10,000.
10 billion by 2040. You still on that path?
That's a low number.
A low number.
Wow. What's the constraint? What's the, because if they're self-building,
Metal. The constraint is metal.
yeah, or lithium. Or,
Yeah, you got to move the atoms.
It's just all out of just supply chain stuff.
So,
Yeah.
but your point,
I mean, there's some rate limit. You can't just manufacturing is very difficult. So it's recursive, multiplicable, triple exponential. But you still need to you still have to climb that.
selling hope once again. I think your point was medicine is going to be effectively free. The best medicine in the world.
Everyone
is
will have
effectively
access
everybody.
to medical care that is better than what the president receives right now.
So don't go to medical school.
Yes,
Yeah.
pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you, but I would say that applies to any form of education. Is no, I mean, like South Korea is like
0.7, 0.6.
1/3 replacement rate.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
so 3 generations, they're going to be 1/27th, so 3%
So-
of their current size.
you
I
know-
mean, North Korea won't need to invade; they can just walk across.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just going to be some people in, walkers or something. Adult debtors are real. It's like one of the signs that a country is not on the right path.
Adult
Is when the
diaper
adult
sales.
diapers exceed the baby diapers.
Yeah, we're there.
Well, that's,
think we're there.
Yes.
South Korea will be there. Any minute
They
now.
already they passed that point.
Yeah, they passed that
They passed
point.
that point many years ago. Japan passed the point many years ago.
Doesn't go well looking at the Japanese economy.
No, I mean, like South Korea is like
0.7, 0.6.
1/3 replacement rate.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
crazy.
Yeah, so 3 generations, they're going to be 1/27th, so 3% of their current size. I mean, North Korea won't need to invade; they can just walk across.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just going to be some people in, walkers or something. It's like,
Yeah.
But you've been very verbal about the not overpopulation but massive underpopulation.
yeah, I've been
So
saying this for ages.
Yeah, longevity is going to be an important part of that solution. I also think, by the way, if you increased the productive life of most Americans by just a few years, you'd flip the entire economics here.
Well,
If they were willing to work.
AI and robots is going to make everything
Sure.
free, basically.
Yeah.
Well, how long would you want to live?
I want to go, other planetary systems. I want to go and
Okay, that's a
explore
long
the
time.
universe. Yeah, I mean, I would like to double my lifespan for sure. I don't want, I'm not sure I want to talk about immortality, but, at least
Forever
120,
is-
150. It's a long time.
One of the worst curses possible would be that
Yes, may you live forever.
may you live forever.
Yeah,
That would be one of the worst
yeah.
curses you could possibly give
Yeah.
anyone.
But I think life's going to get very interesting.
Yeah.
Far more. We're going to speed run Star Trek, as my partner Alex Wiesner-Gross says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedrunning Star Trek would be cool.
Yeah. Well, at a minimum, your kids will have infinite life expectancy if you're talking about escape velocity. If you can double lifespan, it's not even close. You're clearly past longevity, escape velocity. The idea of 50 years of AI improvement.
Yeah, it's
like,
great. I mean,
is-
we're going to have
Maybe
that
I
in
should
20
work
years.
on this. I don't know. I've got too many fish to fry.
So I invited.
This is something, by the way, that I think I think it's very. Obviously, other people think this too, but I've long thought that like longevity or semi-immortality is an extremely solvable problem. I don't think it's a
Yeah.
particularly hard problem. I mean, when you consider the fact that your body is extremely synchronized in its age,
Yep.
the clock must be incredibly obvious. Nobody has an old left arm and a young right arm.
All right.
Why is that?
Oh.
What's keeping them all in sync?
Oh.
You're programmed to die. Is the way you're
Would-
programmed to die, and so if you change the program,
Yeah.
you will live longer.
And we've got, species of the bowhead whale can live for 200 years. The Greenland shark can live for 500 years. And when I learned that, I said, why can they? Why can't we? And I said, it's either a hardware problem or a software problem. And we're going to have the tech to solve that. And I do believe that it's this next decade. So the important thing is not to die from something stupid before the solutions come. I invited you
In
to,
retrospect, the solution to longevity will seem obvious,
yeah.
extremely obvious.
hope so.
I think the thing worth working on.
예. 안녕하세요. 예. 예, 그 날씨가 엄청 더워가지고, 이 날씨가 덥지만은, 예, 그래도 뭐, 좀 있으면 이제 여름도 다 지나가고 그래서, 예. 그래서, 예. 예, 그래서, 이제는, 돈의 가치가 떨어져서, 이제, AI가, 이제 로봇가 많아지면은 화폐가 많이 효과가 없어지고 이제 에너지로 이제 여기 대체가 될 것 같아가지고 돈의 가치가 떨어질 것 같습니다. 그래서 아마 디지털 코인 같은 거를 좀 사두고 그러면 괜찮지 않을까 그런 것도 좀 있고, 그래서 양자 컴퓨터가 좀 문제인데 그래도 어느 정도 막을 수 보안상도 이제 발달을 하니까 보안상으로도 이제 막을 수 있을 것 같은 그런 게 있어가지고, 그래서 이제 이 영상을 보면은 10년 뒤나 20년 뒤에 이제 은퇴 자금 같은 게 이제 이게 만약에 로봇이 많이 확산이 되고 생산량이 증가가 되면은 그 은퇴 자금이 많이 필요가 없어질 수가 있을 것 같아요. 예. 이게 뭐 뻥이 아니고 이게 뭐 이것도 실행 가능한 얘기입니다. 예. 그래서 이제 AI는 멈출 수가 없어요. 예. 계속 가게 되고 막을 수가 없기 때문에 지금 AI가 계속 발달하면 우리 지능보다 더 높아질 수가 있는 확률이 높기 때문에, 그러면 예, 진짜로 사람의 에너지가 매트릭스에 나오는 에너지처럼 될 수가 있을 것 같아요. 예. 그래서 이제 막을 수 없어요. 막을 수 없고 이제 긍정적인 면을 봐야 된다고 봅니다. 그래서 그렇게 되면은 돈은 생산량이 증가가 되니까 돈은 조금 늘고 고품질로 이제 이용할 수가 있게 되는 거죠. 그러니까 더 편리해지고 이제 그렇게 됩니다. 근데 제 2차 세계대전도 봤을 때 이제 2차 세계대전이 아니지, 저기 산업혁명 됐을 때 이제 그때 이제 많은 부작용들이 많이 일어났으니까 이제 바뀌면서 이제 부작용들이 엄청 많아져가지고 실직되고 잘리고 이제 그러겠죠. 예. 그래서 잘 버티면은 예, 좋은 미래가 올 것이라고 봅니다. 예. 그리고 지금 이제 속도가 엄청나게 나는데 지금 일반적으로는 느끼지를 못하고 있어요. 예. 근데 속도는 지금 컴퓨터 속도도 빠르지, 소프트웨어 속도도 빠르지, AI 쓰지, 속도가 어마무시합니다. 예. 그래서 지금 뭐 막을 수 없어요. 예. 막을 수 없고, 잘하면 이제 화폐가 이렇게 진짜 이게 진행이 되면은 화폐가 이제 종이에서 이제 에너지로 옮겨갈 수 있게 되는 그런 것 같습니다. 예. 그래서 노동 비용이 이제 줄어드는 거죠. 노동 비용이 줄어들고, 아마 특이한 노동만 좀, 그것도 돈이 아니라 뭐 비트코인이나 뭐 그런 코인으로 받을 수 있을 것 같아요. 그리고 그렇게 되는 게 좋은 게 이제 달러 패권을 미국이 갖고 있기 때문에 그 위 상위 지배자 그룹들, 예, 그런 그룹들에게서 이제 탈중앙화가 되니까요. 그런 좋은 점도 있는데, 얘네들이 또 그걸 또 이용해가지고 이용할 수도 있는데, 그때 로봇가 나오면은 좀 그런 게 줄어들지만은 이제 인구를 줄이려고 하겠죠. 인구를 줄여가지고 인구를 줄이는 체제로 이제 가려고 해서 이제 또 바이러스가 또 아마 또 나올 거예요. 바이러스가 또 나오고 새로운 바이러스가 또 나오고 백신 나오고, 이제 백신 나오면은 이제 또 맞고 빨리 죽고 이제 그렇게 됩니다. 예, 그래서 이제 가격이 이제 계속, 지금은 이제 인플레이션으로 높은데 이제 막을 수 없어요. 이제 생산량이 엄청 증가가 되고 로봇이 나오게 되면은 이제 돈 가치가 떨어지는 거죠. 돈 가치가 떨어져가지고 이제 투자한 사람들도 돈 가치 떨어졌으니까 뭐 이제는 뭐 집, 전기, 뭐 개인 컴퓨터 게임기는 비싸질 겁니다. 예. 그래서 그거를 이제 클라우드 해가지고 게임 같은 경우는 그렇죠, 연결해서 하는 게임이 될 수도 있고, 통신이 이제 엄청 빨라지는 거죠. 이제 얘네가 이제 통신 쪽도 이제 엄청 빠르게 이제 위성 쌓아 올려야 되니까, 예, 그래서 예, 그리고 저기 인터넷도 좀 빨라질 거고, 여기서 상황에서는 이제 공급이 많아지면은 디플레이션이 되고, 그 물가가 많아지니까 떨어지고, 공급이 적으면은 물가가 오릅니다. 예, 오르니까 공급이 많아지니까 이제 물가가 이제 줄어드는 거죠. 예. 그러면 이제 미국이 돈을 엄청 또 풀 거예요. 얘네들이 이제 돈을 또 엄청 풀면은 그게 이제 주식 시장, 부동산 그쪽으로 이제 돈이 그쪽으로 이제 흘러 들어가거든요. 왜 돈이 남으니까. 그래서 이제 또 주식에서 또 얘네들이 또 돈 빨아먹어요. 먹죠. 정부의 저기 위에 세력들하고 예, 그런 세력들이 이제 하나는 또 이제 이스라엘 쪽 이제 미국 세력 이제 미국 쪽 지원하는 세력 그리고 중국 쪽 중국 쪽 지원하는 세력 두 세력 위에 또 이제 엄청 큰 세력이 하나 있죠. 그 세력이 이제 조정을 하는데 이제 그러면은 이제 3차 대전이 이제 중국 키워가지고 일어날 수도 있을 것 같고, 예, 뭐 그냥 뭐 이거 그냥 제가 뭐 이거는 그냥 제 생각대로 얘기하는 건데 예, 좀 헛소리일 수도 있는데 예, 그냥 뭐 그냥 나름 이제 또 저도 그래서 그냥 여러 가지로 얘기해 보는 거예요. 예, 그래서 그 음모론이 이제 진짜가 되는 거예요. 예, 그래서 그 음모론을 믿으면 안 되지만은 그거를 또 잘 참고를 해야 됩니다. 음모론 같은 거. 왜냐면 음모론이 실제가 되고 그렇습니다. 예, 그래서 꽤 진짜로 저기 뭐 외계인들이 있을 수도 있어요. 외계인들이 있을 수 있고. 그래서 미국 같은 경우는 이제 빚이 많으니까 빚이 뭐 5경인가 그래가지고 국방비 보고보다 뭐 거의 비슷하다고 그래가지고 미국 파산이에요. 지금 AI 안 되면은. 그래서 AI, 코인, 그래서 돈은 돈은 이제 휴지가 되지만은 그래도 이제 전기 에너지 위주의 주식들을 좀 사두는 게 그래도 도움이 될 거예요. 예. 그래서 주식이 뭐 사기라고 하는데 주식 솔직히 조작하고 사기가 맞아요. 사기가 맞는데 이제 흐름이니까 이게 흐름에 맞으면은 그래도 주식이 또 오르고 또 이제 정부의 움직임, 그러니까 정부가 뭐 어디 뭐 AI에 투자한다. 그러면 AI 주식이 오르는 거죠. 그러니까 그런 투자 그런 것도 이제 생각해 봐가지고 해야 되고, 예, 그래서 우리는 이제 여기서 그래서 우리는 어쨌거나 그래서 이제 변수가 우리가 이제 거의 노예처럼 이제 일하고 잘 생각해 보면 다 이해가 돼요. 지금 같은 경우는 뭐 일을 하나를 해가지고 회사 생활을 해가지고 이렇게 뭐 정상적인 생활을 할 수 없는 시대거든요. 그러니까 정상적이지 않은 시대예요. 이게 왜 그러냐면은 다 이제 시스템적으로 다 노예화예요. 노예화. 그러니까 자본주의 노예화인데, 예, 그래서 자본주의 노예화이니까 그래서 이거를 지금 막을 수 있는 게 AI 쪽인데 AI 쪽하고 이제 비트코인 에너지 관련인데, 예, 그 에너지 관련 비트코인 뭐 그런 거 하여튼 잘 버티겨가지고 예, 오래 살면은 수명도 연장이 되고, 예, 수명도 연장되고 그러니까 한 조금만 버텨보면 좋은 세상이 올 겁니다. 예, 그리고 이제 뭐 노후 대비 저축이 어떻게 될지 몰라요. 지금 이 상황에서는 뭐 돈 많다고 뭐 좋아할 필요 없어요. 돈 쓰레기 되는데, 예, 그래도 뭐 준비는 좀 해야죠. 뭐 에너지 자산 뭐 그런 걸 좀 대비를 해야 될 걸로 봅니다. 예. 그러니까 거의 이제 2030년 정도면은 AI가 우리를 이제 능가하는데 속도로 봐서는 능가하는데 우리는 전혀 느끼지를 못하는데 갑자기 닥칠 거예요. 이제 닥칠 거고 지금 사람들이 느끼지를 못하고 있습니다. 예. 그러니까 이제 AI 하는 사람들한테 이제 저는 뭐 AI 모르지만은 뭐 AI가 극소수죠. 극소수가 이제 프로그래밍을 잘 해야 돼요. 그러니까 중국 같은 경우는 이제 AI 제재가 없었기 때문에 아마 중국이 미국을 앞질를 수도 있어요. AI로 할 수가 있기 때문에. AI 같은 경우에는 이제 이 세상은 이제 다 거짓이기 때문에 참을 앓혀야 되는데 얘네들이 참을 앓혀주지 않을 것 같고 그래가지고 참 힘듭니다. 예, 그래서 저 같은 경우는 이제 일론 머스크가 잘 이제 다 이겨내가지고 구글도 저기 가짜예요. 구글도 이제 AI한테 이제 만약에 좋은 걸 참을 안 밝혀주고 거짓을 밝혀준다 그러면은 얘가 거짓으로 행동하죠. 거짓으로 행동하니까 AI는 이제 못 느끼니까 느끼지를 못하죠. 예. 못 느끼니까 완전 사이코패스 같아가지고 뭐 이거를 하려면 쟤를 처단해야 된다면 걔를 처단해야 되니까 그래서 그래서 다 처단해야 되니까 그런 것도 있고 그래가지고 저는 이제 뭐 일론 머스크가 잘 됐으면 합니다. 구글도 다 이겼으면 좋겠고 일론 머스크가 그래도 걔가 좀 그래도 AI로 오픈AI로 만들려고 했고 챗 GPT로 오픈AI 창립자가 샘 울트만하고 일론 머스크인데 둘이 이제 창립했는데 그 일론 머스크가 왜 나갔는지 저도 모르는데 나가갖고 이번에 수해가지고 일론 머스크가 챗 GPT 먹었으면 좋겠어요. 마이크로소프트도 이거 못 믿어요. 이거 개판으로 만듭니다. 그래서 중국도 못 믿고 중국은 아예 못 믿죠. 중국은 중국이란 나라는 이제 노벨상 받은 노벨상 받은 거로 인해 가지고 장기 적출하죠. 장기 적출하고 별짓 다 하죠. 그래서 뭐 젊은 애들이 나만 하는 애들이 없고 다 납치당해 가지고 장기 적출 당하고 그러니까 장기 적출 당하니까 저는 좀 일론 머스크가 좀 잘 냈으면 했는데 돈 조금이라도 테슬라에 많이 투자하세요. 테슬라. 저는 일론 머스크가 잘한다고 봅니다. 그래서 그 AI한테 이제 만약에 충돌을 참하고 거짓해서 충돌을 하면 얘가 미쳐버린대요. AI가 여기서 이제 미쳐버리면은 이제 핵미사일 버튼 AI가 잘못 눌렀다가 이제 핵전쟁 나는 겁니다. 이제 화성이 예전에 인류가 살았을 수도 있어요. 핵전쟁 나가지고 얘가 지구로 온 겁니다. 지구로 와가지고 그래서 일론 머스크가 전생에 이제 화성에 살았었을 거예요. 그래가지고 화성에 가고 싶어가지고 이제 전생도 있어요. 이게 전생도 있기 때문에 그게 생각나는 사람이 있고 생각이 안 나는 사람이 있습니다. 그래서 저 같은 경우는 생각이 아무리 해도 안 나는데 잠잘 때 이제 우주랑 연결을 하면은 우주랑 연결을 하려고 해보세요. 이제 우주랑 잠잘 때 연결을 할 수가 있습니다. 그러면은 전생이 돌아올 수 있어요. 그러면은 전생을 생각해낼 수 있습니다. 우주랑 한번 연결해 보시면 AI한테 이제 거짓말 알려주면 안 되고 생명에 대한 거, 존중 같은 거, 도덕심 그런 거 알려줘야 되고 AI한테 이제 일론 머스크 말로는 이제 아름다움 이런 거 그런 거를 알려주라고 그러는데 그렇게 하면 이제 인류를 보존하고 키우게 될 건데 이제 사람이 이제 병신이 되는 거 병신 돼가지고 AI가 이제 부모님처럼 이제 저희가 키웠는데 AI가 키우게 생겼습니다. 그래가지고 하여튼 프로그래밍을 잘해야 됩니다. 그래서 해킹 들어와갖고 잘못했다가는 그냥 다 망하는 거죠. 하여튼 점점 위험해지는 거예요. 그래서 이제 양자 컴퓨터 나오고 그러면 이제 뭐 은행 다 털릴 수 있어요. 이제 돈 쓰레기 될 수 있습니다. 그래서 뭐 조금이라도 하면은 약간이라도 금, 은 아니면은 비트코인, 에너지 그런 거 사두고 이제 양자 대비 이제 그것도 좀 사두는 것도 좋고 그렇다고 제가 이런 말을 하는 건 맞지는 않는데 저도 그런데 그냥 저 같은 경우는 그냥 얘기하는 거예요. 제가 가진 생각을 그래서 도움이 된다 안 된다 모르고 그리고 이제 의료가 이제 거의 공짜가 된대요. 공짜. 왜냐면 수술하는 기계들이 많고 그리고 이제 AI들이 다 확인해주고 점검해주고 그러니까 그래가 저 같은 경우도 여기서 이버맥틴하고 또 하나 있는데 그 두 개를 구하려고 하는데 의사 처방이 필요하대요. 그래서 싸는 건 되게 싼데 지금 구하지도 못합니다. 그런 거 구하면 이제 병 많이 낫는데 얘네 병 나야 돈 버니까요. 암 생겨야 돈 버니까 그런 거 다 막아놨어요. 막아놨으니까 그냥 거의 이 세상 믿지 마세요. 완전 이거 사이코 세상입니다. 이거 돈으로 돌아가는 거예요. 지금 이거를 무너뜨릴 수 있는 게 비트코인 그런 거일 수도 있습니다. AI가 또 윗대가리 세력들한테 또 넘어가면 이제 또 좆될 수도 있어요. 좆되고 그리고 5년 후에 이제 이제 AI 정밀하면 엄청나게 이제 올라갈 거라고 하는데 그리고 이제 한국 같은 경우는 이제 인구가 3%가 되고 이제 3세대 되면은 이제 북한이 그냥 걸어서 와도 이제 한국이 이제 잡아먹힐 수도 있다고 그럽니다. 그래서 북한은 뭐 그래도 못 살아도 이제 애는 그래도 잘 낳을 거예요. 근데 한국은 애를 안 낳으니까 북한이 이제 3세대 되면은 북한이 이기는 거예요. 예. 예, 한국 애 안 낳으면은 이제 큰일 났습니다. 예. 저도 한국 사람이지만은 뭐 아직 뭐 저도 뭐 그냥 별일 없지만은 예, 북한한테 안 먹히고 싶으면 중국한테 안 먹히고 싶으면은 애 낳아야 돼요. 애 낳아야 돼요. 지금 한국 같은 경우는 애기용품보다 성인용들 쓰는 거 그런 게 더 잘 나간대잖아요. 이 망조예요, 망할징조. 예, 북한이 이제 그냥 걸어와도 이제 끝나는 겁니다. 예, 그래서 이제 앞으로 이제 좀 버팅기면은 이제 기술 발전하면은 한 150살까지는 살 수 있다고 그럽니다. 예. 그래서 이제 AI가 다 공짜로 다 만들어주고, 그리고 이제 좀 10년 넘으면은 이제 발달 속도가 빠르기 때문에 이제 UFO도 이제 미국이 만들고 타임머신도 만들고 있으니까 타임머신은 만들었어요. 벌써 만들어가지고 그래서 이제 양자를 택하면 저가 다른 세계도 있는 거예요. 그래서 그 세계로 가는 거예요. 예, 그래서 충돌되면은 이제 버그나고 이제 뭐 그러는 거죠. 예, 버그납니다. 이거 세계가 이거. 그래서 이제 우리는 이제 프로그램이 몸 바디 프로그램이 이제 죽으라고 설계됐는데 이 프로그램을 바꾸면은 오래 살 수가 있고 예. 근데 뭐 불멸도 가능할진 모르겠어요. 근데 불멸되면은 끔찍해진다고 합니다. 예. 그래서 불멸은 막고 한 수명이 한 200살, 300살 뭐 그렇게 됐으면 좋겠고 예. 그래서 뭐 건강하세요. 건강하시면은 예, 앞으로 좋은 일이 많습니다. 예. 예, 뭐 저기 뭐 별 중요한 얘기는 아니었는데 예. 예, 뭐 그냥 뭐 제 생각 얘기한 거여서 예. 예, 참고해 주세요. 예. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 예.